Hi guys. So today we'll be focusing on History Chapter 9, which is how did Singapore develop after 1965. So first of all, we'll be looking at what are the security challenges that Singapore faced in 1965 onwards. So we know that internal security in Singapore after the withdrawal of the British forces was actually quite weak, with only 2,000 army personnel there. So is so ultimately they need to enhance the internal security and build a strong defense force to ensure peace and stability, attracting foreign investors to set up factories and business in Singapore, contribute to the development of economy and create jobs. And also uh, the former Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew once made an analogy that you see this shark, right? This shark and this fish. So know that the fish will be eaten by the shark, right? But what happens if the shark is what happen if the fish is poisonous? So the shark will think twice before eating it, right? Yeah. So that's what Singapore want as a small nation. We want to ensure that they are strong enough to defend the potential enemies and dangers. So, some of the security challenges are confrontasi, communist terrorism, international terrorism, Vietnam War, and the British military withdrawal from Singapore. So, first one is the confrontasi, is what policy is what Indonesia had set up to pursue against the formation of the Federation of Malaysia. So it opposed as it would give the British continued control of the territories in the Federation and ambi- also has ambitions of uniting the Malay archipelago under his leadership. And this one is just for information. Yeah, Greater Indonesia or Melayu Raya. I remember that when I was in my primary school, we learned it something is like Malay Layu. Actually, it's an ambition that has been going through the minds of the people quite some years already, and then uh, eventually after the formation of Federation of Malaysia, they decided to have more thoughts about it. Okay, so next one is that what happened is that the fighting between Indonesia, Malaysia, and Commonwealth forces along the border, which is the long border in Borneo. So here is the Borneo. Yeah, I think it looks something like that. So here's the Kalimantan. Here's the Borneo territories in Malaysia. So what happened is that they fight along this border. Yeah, the cross border. So especially they have acts of sabotage in Malaysia. Soldiers spend months controlling the border. So how does it pose serious security threat? It has 42 bombings in Singapore targeted military facilities to public utilities and even public places. Means everything except private properties. This is to terrorize the population And what happened is that after this series of events, they introduced several measures to stop the thing. So first of all is to stay on high alert and avoid handling suspicious looking things, and a volunteer force to deploy to patrol and carry out emergency drills. So this one is very important, yeah. So in order to stay high alert, they need to avoid handling suspicious looking parcels and then to patrol the neighborhood at schools and carry out emergency drills. So most one of the worst bombings is the McDonald house bombing, and it killed 3 people and injured 33 and damaged nearby building and cars. So, what is the McDonald House? Is where the headquarters of a British-owned bank is being placed. So, two Indonesian soldiers were arrested for the bombing, charged with murder, and then found guilty and then hanged on 17 September, 17 October 1968. However, this triggered an angry response of Indonesian students, and they attacked the Singapore embassy and the homes of Singaporean diplomats in Jakarta. So yeah, they are actually a little bit. So I think they are quite easily influenced by the government, and then yeah. So next one is the communist terrorism. So danger of a communist takeover in I think this increased. I need to check. Yes, yes, lesson my bad. Okay. Why the danger has lessened is because mainly in Singapore because of the emergency. After the emergency, the communist access are being like controlled. However, the acts of terrorism and terrorist groups continue lah. So MCP split into smaller groups and then also pose a danger how by uh through the police sorry. Okay. So there is police raids against these groups which uncovered large quantities of weapons such as pistols and grenades. What are the acts of violence? First of all, is the killing of 7-year-old in Changi, explosion of the bomb in Katong, and attempted assassination of Singapore Commissioner of Police in 1976. So next one, international terrorism is okay. So to define the international here, right? It's like any terrorist from any parts of the world, not only the East. So in 31st Jan 1974, the a few terrorists from Kuwait hijacked the ferry boat Laju and held crew members hostage. So several days of negotiation and agreed to release the hostage is in exchanges for safe passage from Singapore to Kuwait. And what is even worse is that before that, they attacked the Shell oil refinery on Pulau Bukom in an attempt to disrupt the oil supply from Singapore to South Vietnam. So the is it the second? Yeah, the second last one will be the Vietnam War. So how it threatened the stability of the Southeast Asia country. So there's a communist movement in Vietnam after World War II, and then there's a peace agreement 1954 which caused the division of the North Vietnam and South Vietnam. And then fighting continued as both were determined to reunify the country under their own rule, which is the Vietnam War. So it concerns US and the other non-communist countries in Asia, and instead who scared that the communists will spread to the neighboring countries and the whole region. And then the fear heightened by the presence of communist movement in Southeast Asia from 50s to its 80s. So the US committed vast military resources to South Vietnam. And then for the Singaporean government, this is important, yeah. The government feared that the fighting would spread the rest of the region and destabilize Singapore. This is what the challenges are, and then most importantly is this one. Spearheaded by the presence of communist movement, yeah, and also communism will spread to neighboring countries, to include Singapore. So eventually, the North Vietnam won in 1975, and then the whole country of Vietnam became a communist country. So I think these the previous four of them are not that serious, but the most serious one is the British military withdrawal from Singapore. So since 1819 was when the Sir Stamford Raffles found Singapore. The Singapore has relying on British to defend it against external threats. And a lot of them, most of them are from Britain, India, and Australia, and local troops were recruited in a small number. So Singapore, as a role of military base, expanded in 1950s. So British warship station in Singapore Naval Base and modern air bases were created. And thousands of British and Commonwealth servicemen stationed in Singapore. However, in the 1960s, there's a different view in our military involvement, which is because they cannot afford to maintain military commitment. Uh, of course, it's the money and resources lah. So, plus the rebuilding economy of the British. So they withdraw defense forces. So the majority are left, and then the withdrawal completed in 1976. How is which left Singapore practically undefended, and what's worse is that they have only two battalions of regular infantry, 50 officers, about 1,000 men each, which is literally 100 officers and 2,000 men to defend for about 3 million people at the time lah. So of course they're not enough to defend the external threats. Um, okay. Of course it cannot cope and cannot help, right? Not enough, cannot cope. So how did they overcome the security challenges? Of course, deterrence and diplomacy. Diplomacy is what? No, first of all, deterrence. Credible defense force to defeat an enemy and let an enemy think twice before attacking. which is what I mentioned in the analogy just now of the fish and the shark. So this one is quite easy. Legit, the whole chapter 9 is actually quite easy. So the deterrence, first of all, is NS. The second one is what? Homegrown defense industry. How about diplomacy? It's the bilateral relation diplomatic relation and organization. So diplomacy is to so basically the diplomacy is to establish and develop strong relationship. Remember, it's not only relationship, it's strong relationship with government and defense forces around the world. So we learn and then preserve Singapore peace and stability. So you know, before the proper introduction of NS, there's a 1954 National Service Ordinance, but it's unpopular, which is it's quite difficult lah. So what happens? However, the Singapore government believed that conscription is the only way to raise a credible force after independence. So in 1967, NS is properly introduced, and then it rapidly expanded the defense force. What happened is that the men were conscripted at least 2 years. See, at least 2 years of full time NS. It's like if you fail NAFA, you will serve longer lah. And then there's reservist duties and occasional military training, which will help them to take up in times of emergency. So the end of 1970s, SAF grew to a sizable defense force with an army, an air force, and a navy. So yeah, these three are quite important now, and supplemented by PDF.
PDF files. Ooh,
Oh, that's so. Why is this supported by so many documents? Uh,
PDF file.
People's Defense Force.
People's Defense Force. Oh,
Yeah.
so it's supported by 2 PDFs.
No, technically is two of them are by people lah, but you know the SAF, the Singapore Armed Force is like much more better than PDF lah.
There's like pro, then the other one are like noobs.
Hey, I I think we shouldn't estimate the ability of the People's Defense Force. Okay, so what happened? Eventually, it gave Singapore a large pool of manpower to meet the defense need and peace and stability. Happy. So it remains critical for the continued survival and success, and which common experience, you know. So at first, it caused anxiety and uncertainty by many young men. So they're expected to find a job quickly upon leaving school and contribute to the household income. So which will let them to get a job later and then may lose income for the family. So it's unmili- it's life in the military is quite unfamiliar, and a small number have experience, and it has, as you see, as regular or part-time volunteers with colonial forces. So what is the problem behind it? Problem is that Singapore NS and British NS are not the same anymore. are not exactly the same. So which means that this is a whole brand new thing, yeah. So if it's a whole brand new thing and then it does not sound appeal to people, of course anxiety will happen. So big change. So they need to adapt to the disciplined lifestyle of the military, tough trainings, stress management, being away from families anxious. Wise, get that children die, no, their child die, and then what cause a loss of source of income lor. Eventually, I think right, every problem except for the disciplined lifestyle, right? Everything goes back to money, to be honest.
Last time people was really struggling with money, right? Because it
Yeah.
was quite bad.
And then they just ended the worst economic hardship of Britain. Let me check. They gone through this with your
Which one?
chapter 7 and 8.
I'm not sure.
I remember a live stream, right?
I mean,
Okay.
recovery.
So you see this one. They just ended the war shortages and hardships in SG like 19 years before the introduction. So definitely the life won't be as good as this time lah.
Oh man, wait, Jaden, have you installed the iOS 18 beta on your phone?
Yeah.
Uh,
The eye control is like a little bit confusing to me.
wait, what? Oh, that you tried eye tracking on your phone,
Mm-hmm.
It's not very good yet. I mean, it's a first
Yeah.
generation thing. Maybe next time,
Mm. And then for the NS, okay, so of course they need to sacrifice. And then the new that Singapore has faced genuine threats with defense and security. Ultimately, they should join it. So next one. Oh, and NS is not is not what they need to have a perfect defense. Is that they need to self-supply guns. Yeah. So and no. So what they do, their physical problem is that mostly obsolete by the British and inadequate for demands of SAF. So what they did, get equipment for other countries, which is US and France. Are not for real. USA and France. Yes. They knew that is a potential weakness because they get equipment like it's literally all at that time is all, and then it's legit is the potential weakness because right, if one day the USA and the France, no, okay, imagine if a World War III occurs like in the 1960s, no, 1960s, no, 1970s, and Singapore is relying everything on US and France, and US and France are participating in the war as well. Oh, one more for Singapore.
Singapore is cool.
Sorry. Okay, so let's continue. Is that so there's a cycle called Gawking Sui, right? So they decided to provide SAF with locally, developed to provide locally made equipment and supplies. So And then back to my point. Oh my god. Imagine if Singapore is heavily relying on other countries, and then the other countries need to join the war, right? And then there is like little to no supply to SAF, unless the USA are so kind. So
But
we for
basically,
home,
we can't fight at all because we have nothing to use
yeah, and then we just
for
die
this.
down.
Then you'll die. Bro, they shoot us, we use sword, bro. You're all
Mm,
gonna run.
yeah, and then
Oh.
which enable SAF to operate even when the foreign sources are cut off. So the CIS, I don't know what is that again. I mean, okay. CIS is Charter Industries of Singapore. Okay, they established to produce ammunition and weapons. One of the weapons are called M16S1 rifle, and also train defense engineers and scientists were designed to create new tech suitable for Singapore defense needs. So, of course, do you think that Singapore would survive if one day maybe another big country attacks Singapore? No, right? Not
No.
very likely. So they want to cooperate with other countries. So how?
Yeah. Smart Singapore.
This is what every country is doing. Okay, so build on relationship with Commonwealth countries. Why Commonwealth countries? Because they are together for like I don't know 200 years already. So I think it's quite mindful to like cooperate again, right? And then what's the best is that they established new ties with the United States of America, which which here you see allow them to buy equipment from them, buy equipment, train with them, learn with them, especially when they are more experienced. All right. So 1971, Singapore, Australia, Malaysia, New Zealand, and Great Britain established the FDPA, Five Power Defense Arrangement, to consult one another in event of armed attack on Singapore and Malaysia. You see, so eventually the beneficiaries are Singapore and Malaysia lah. So, and also combine military exercises, enhance defense cooperation. Why is it so important to have it that time? Is because that in 1970s and 1980s, there are armed conflicts around Southeast Asia, which is which eventually contributes to the regional peace and stability. Why do they need to choose Australia and New Zealand? Angie,
Hmm? Choose what?
why the FDPA include Australia and New Zealand? There are two reasons.
Is it cause they are like spread out like from another part of the world so they could help
No,
Singapore?
Australia and New Zealand.
Australia and New Zealand. What? Wait, I'm not sure of the reason.
Okay, so let me just show you the world map. New Zealand might not be showed there because it's every time it's being ignored.
Rip, 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 rip New Zealand.
So, Australia is here.
Wait, Jada,
Indonesia
you're
is
not showing me
here.
the map. You're not showing me the map. You're
Oh
showing me your
my
notes.
bad.
It's
Um.
fine.
Oh wait, I can use
Ah,
my iPad.
yeah. Oh,
Why is it okay?
oh
World
my
map.
god.
So world map is like a cat playing Australia and
Yeah.
yeah, and then the New Zealand is the only one being ignored by everyone. Legit. That's sad. but you will see this one. It's a very high quality map.
Oh.
So apparently you will see Australia and New Zealand. New Zealand is the one that is on the most east south part of the world. The blue color one below
South.
Australia is here.
Oh my days! Why is it all the way there?
Yeah, that's why it's being ignored in the map all the time lah. No,
New Zealand. I did
like-
not know there was something below Australia. Yes.
Like-
Ankle really hurts, yeah.
yeah,
Ah.
like being ignored, like being ignored. Very sad, I know.
Oh wait.
So, but first of all, these two are both together have quite strong military. Oh, Pyongyang. So we know that NZ have a strong military
Self-absorbed.
force,
Ouch.
and then you know they're actually very close from Singapore and Malaysia. Hence, they wanted to like during the event, right? Event of the war, help could be received ASAP lah. Okay, so next one we have the strengthen relation
Wait,
with the
Jaden.
world.
Then what is the reason they pick Australia and New Zealand?
It's mainly because of two reasons, and the third reason is they are Commonwealth countries.
Oh. Wait, then what are the two reasons?
Did you just I mentioned it seconds earlier? Okay, so first of all, they have the strong military force, and it's very
Oh
close
yeah.
to Singapore and Malaysia.
They're
The one,
close? They're so far
yeah,
away.
hey, compared to British,
Okay, yeah. True.
I
Good allies. Are we good allies with them? We are, right?
we are very good allies.
Hey, Australia.
And
Sigma.
then, but to the Sigmas of Australia, okay, let's not talk about that. Or let's watch a video.
Yay. Ah. Na, 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 na. Yay, tomorrow HDF. Oh my days. No, I saw that already. Australia. Whoa.
Um,
Hear myself.
the
Wow.
Fernandes under the counter
Oh.
lead. They are capaholics. They are also yapaholics. They yap non-stop about how their cost of living measures are changing lives of all Australians. Let's put the fast in the bad, little bro. They tell us they are locked in on improving the housing situation in this country. They must have brain rot and watching too much Kai Cenats. I forgot
What the
about their
hell?
plans
Hell
to ban
no.
social media for kids under 14. If it becomes law, you can forgo scout emoji about all about watching Duke Dennis or Karen Dark Bros on the phone. I don't know. Chat. Is this part really serious? I'll be taking an L if I did not mention the ops. Who want to cut WA gas as service tax? Wait, not the full one. Angie, can you
What?
hear the video?
I can't see anything. I just see that yeah on TikTok. Very zoomed in on TikTok.
Oh, okay. Can you like listen to the audio of the TikTok video just now?
No, I heard nothing.
Huh? Alright. Let me try share screen again. Capaholics, capaholics. Ugh, slay. Later after that I will I will teach you geography chapter 11. I haven't done the thing yet. I haven't done the live stream yet. Kufiya government. You imagine watching too much Kaizen. So the last one of the chapter is to strengthen the relation with the world. Why? Because of the few reasons below. First one, how they establish a diplomatic relation with other countries. So see, it cannot take granted for other countries to automatically recognize its independence, or else the hostile countries who claim that Singapore is no right to exist and could threaten, coerce, or even invade it. Like what? The Palestinian war. Okay, let's not talk about it. And then after that, so the diplomatic relation ensure that Singapore had friends and recognized its independence and had an interest to keep it safe and secure. So I think I missed out some of the parts. I didn't include some of the parts because I want to like, you know, explain it. Okay, never mind. So next one. Growing bilateral relationships. So, has close ties with many Commonwealth countries. CW means Commonwealth. Okay. And then proceed to other influential countries in the region and around the world. What are
Yeah.
they? Who are they? Australia,
New
Britain, and
Zealand. What?
oh, sorry, my bad. So,
Australia, New Zealand, Britain, and
wait, what?
what?
Okay. So, bilateral relationship is the relationship between two individual countries. So have to cultivate friendship as many as possible, even though without direct interest or far away, regardless of their stance of Cold War. See, so Singaporeans, they are quite neutral for everything, especially in the Palestinian war. So they have good relationship with the US, which is one of the most influential countries and also the richest countries in the world. And I need to drink water, so give me a minute.
Okay.
Uh, okay, hi, I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah. So, um, yeah. So we have, first of all, we have US, and then we have China, and then we have Indonesia, especially after the konfrontasi. So, so it has good relationship with US, and it has not only has interest in Asia and also the most economical and military important countries. So Lee Kuan Yew also visited China in 1976, have an engagement with the Chinese leaders, as China ties with the Southeast Asia were expanding, and also improve the ties with countries that eat tensions. So it is only in 1973 when Lee Kuan Yew what uh when Lee Kuan Yew visited Jakarta and scattered flowers on the graves of the two soldiers, allowing both countries to move on from the incident. Kat, do you think this makes sense? Okay, it makes sense,
Check.
but yeah.
What?
And the two soldiers, right, are the executed McDonald bombers. Legit, legit. They are the
Oh
two
yeah, the McDonald
person
bomber.
who bombed and caused 3 people in dead and 33 people injured. And then right now and and then right now only if Lee Kuan Yew literally just scatter flowers on it, the tensions will ease.
So he
It's
went to Jakarta and put flower on it. Then after that,
yeah.
oh
Until today, I just realized that the two soldiers are not ordinary two soldiers who had died between the conflict, or even innocent soldiers. It's
yeah, Allahu Akbar.
they are the two
McDonald house
soldiers who
bombers.
killed a shit
My
ton of
days.
people.
Yeah, bro. Like, is why Jakarta even angry? Singapore have the right to be angry at them, but
No, because
Jakarta
that
go
they
Allahu
want.
Akbar.
Okay, so this one it's time to go back to the first few parts of it. Okay, so so it's because of this one they have the ambitions of creating Malay Rayu in. Okay, when I was in my primary school, this is one of the first few concepts of this is the first concept that I learned about reunifying everything in the Malay archipelago. Legit. When I was in P6
Oh,
in my history class, my teacher literally said, okay, Malay Rayu is to add is Indonesia, they want Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei to be together.
wow.
So because of the formation of Malaysia literally failed the plan of the Indonesia, and plus it will allow the British to continue influence on the territories. So they are angry lah. And also right, after the two soldiers are being executed, you know what they do?
What?
The Indonesian students are very angry. They attack the Singapore embassy and the homes of Singaporean diplomats in Jakarta.
Dumbasses.
Don't call them dumb asses. I have friends who are Indonesian.
Not, but your friends were alive at the time, so they're not dumbasses.
Yeah. Okay. But nasi padang is ours, nasi lemak is ours, nasi goreng is ours. It's always Malaysian. So next one. The last one is to join international and regional relation organization. You know what's the right? Basically, if you join UN, you have the basic diplomatic ties with all the 197 close to 200 countries in the
Well, that's
world.
like a cheat code.
It is a cheat code.
Like making
It is,
127 new friends by just making one friend.
yeah, but but there's a catch. There's a catch. It's not as easy as you thought. It's not like, oh, you want to join? Okay, join. Is that first of all, you need to have a simple majority of 2/3 of the countries in the world.
Oh. They need to let you in.
Yes. And then there will be in China they call it Wuchang. Wuchang is the five main boss of the UN. Okay, like boss, so-called boss lah. They are France, US, Britain, China, and Russia. So they have the 一票否决
Russia?
权 is that if one of the five countries say no, the
Oh
the
my
country
days.
cannot join, will be rejected, will
Oh
be
my
recognized as
days.
a country. Like they have the final decision. It's like if one of them disagree, the thing is fault. Oh yeah, regarding to the thing, there's a very funny story. So in the India, right, wants to join the five main bosses lah, and then it will become six bosses. So so the first time India applied, one of the I think it's US, right? US rejected.
Oh
And then the second
US.
time, British rejected. The third time, China no. The third time, France rejected. And the fourth time, China rejected. The
Rejected
fifth
who?
time, Russia rejected.
Who? Rejected who?
India apply
Nah.
five times, all
Failed all five
got
times.
all got rejected by the five bosses. Like all
The moment
literally all the
the
say don't
moment
want you to
probably
come.
once they come, like they're gonna beg for money. Money.
And I heard that they is not able to apply for like next 50 years. Okay, I think that's cap, guys. I think that's cap. It's cap. I think it's not the case. Uh, hmm. So it's important to join international organization that it would recognize its existence. First of all, you need to let people think that you exist as an independent country. Are not like Taiwan
What?
and then
Taiwan?
allow them to participate actively in international and regional matters and had the voice heard by the world like bah 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 bah. And then it became a 170 members of UN in 21st September 1965. And then it became the founding member of the ASEAN, called Associations of Southeast Asian Nations. Why does this was founded here? Prevent spread of communism, economic growth, social progress, cultural development through multilateral cooperation. Multilateral means the cooperation between the few countries. So of course you want to introduce trade, you know, and peace and stability. And they want to work with UN and major countries to solve problems. That's the end of chapter 9. So we go to chapter 10. Chapter 10 is the most important chapter, especially when it comes to national identity.
No.
But you're not proud to be a Singaporean, is it?
But yeah, I'm proud, but the question answered by an identity are quite
But I
tough.
tell you, yes, okay, never mind. I think I'll get cancelled. So, chapter 10, to what extent did people's life change after independence? The first one, challenges, economic vulnerability, vulnerable to economic challenges. So, limited access to Malaysia's hinterland. So, no common market, direct access to Malaysian hinterland. Limited and tariffs, yes, lower demands, boom. And then reduce volume of exports to Singapore. Uh,
What?
and they want to directly to export from its own port, which reduce the Singapore's importance as a regional port. So next one, threat of unemployment. That one very sad. So they wanted to provide sufficient job. Okay, they they want to provide sufficient job. Yeah. How many are there? There is 10% unemployment rate. And then there's more young people about to finish their schooling soon and to join the labor force. So the unemployment rate will just increase. It ain't decreasing, man. Chat. That's so sad. So next one. Entrepot trade decline. Growing competition from the other parts of the region. And it diminishes the importance lah. So closure of British military bases, loss of jobs for 40k lives, the loss of jobs. And then last one, to counter this, you need to diversify the economy. Find new and varied sources for economic growth, which will call jobs, growth, growth. So next one, what is the economic diversification? Is so they want to develop an export-oriented industrialization. So, Goh Keng Swee announced that the establishment of the EDB to promote industrial development in Singapore. Like what? To attract multinational corporation to set up factory in Singapore. So why? Which caused the goods produced sold mainly in Singapore and Malaysia hinterland. Huh? Huh? Huh?
Huh?
Huh?
EDB, the Goh Keng Swee.
Oh,
That shouldn't.
sorry. This is the. This should not to be here. This should be another point. So before that, goods produced sold mainly in a Singapore and Malaysia hinterland, right? But in practical after independence, and they wanted to export worldwide. In practical, to be exported worldwide. They wanted to export worldwide. So MNC is we call it multinational corporation. They're from Netherlands. The Netherlands, sorry. The Netherlands. I love it. And then Great Britain, Japan, US to set up operation in Singapore, like the Shell and Hewlett Packard. Hewlett Packard. Hewlett Packard. Guys, is it correct? I don't know. I'm correct. Okay, next one. Can you help him to read this?
Read what?
The first point, and then Yuhao will read the second point.
Lower costs and max profits. What? Provided. Wait, what is the meaning of sought and provided?
Huh? Like, okay, so this is the heading lah. So they
Oh,
wanted lower costs.
and that's
The
what they.
companies want to have lower costs and maximize profits lah.
Oh, they
Okay.
lowered tax rates to attract people financially for MCNS to set up operations in new industries for SG.
Okay, Yuhao, you'll be at the second point. Go.
Strengthening defense capabilities with countries across the world and low crime rates due to safe and secure environment.
Okay. So, of course, they want money. So lower tax rate is financially
What the?
attractive. So next one, safe and secure environment. So due to the low crime rates, strengthened defense and capabilities, and diplomatic
Oh my
relation.
days, bro! What is this? What do you post on your status? The Straits Time news article.
Hey, it's a real news, okay?
这个我开始呢。
My
No,
days.
about some men with anime fantasy fetish
Oh
for
yeah, the anime
uniform
fetish one.
clad pleaded guilty to molesting an 11-year-old. And when they asked for how many girls he touched, she said 2 digits but below 60. I think that means 69, honestly. Oh, 59.
59, no shit.
No, my days. Even though I watched, I'm not that crazy,
It
okay?
looks so. Hmm.
The
What
fuck?
the fuck is this?
So and I met a doctor that he had repeatedly touched the legs.
Touches people, bro.
What the fuck is the toucher?
Anime girls mostly in uniform.
Giants? Huh?
It's a weird ass fetish, bro.
Hell none.
Guys, such is fit fetish.
What is this? Oh my days. Oh my days.
Honestly, it's quite not Sigma.
Oh, ISO
Okay.
speed. ISO speed. Woohoo!
Yeah, he's in
Wait.
Singapore already. I think.
He's in Singapore already?
Yeah.
I want to meet him. I want to meet him. I want to
I'm
meet
gonna
him.
stream start him someday. Oh wait, hold up.
Oh my
Ah.
days, bro. Oh wait, I'm gonna watch his live stream. Wait.
Wait, I also gonna watch this live stream.
I wonder
What?
when he's gonna go in Singapore.
Wait, shit, he never streamed shit, bro. What the fuck?
Indonesia lah.
He haven't streamed about Singapore yet.
Indonesia.
Hey, what the bum?
Guys, Kenji, you read the third point.
To get a
Wait,
reliable
he's still in
supply
Indonesia.
labor.
Bali.
Oh yeah, he's not coming soon. Wait, actually no, he is coming soon, but not now.
Yeah. Probably Saturday, Sunday, lor.
I saw the clip of him going Malaysia.
Yeah,
He was
wow,
eating
that's
the
a
Ramly
disaster,
burger. Then
man.
he was like, ooh, and he kept on moaning. That
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I know. He's always like that, anyways.
Bro, he choked on the. He want to like swallow the seed.
I shot speed is so funny, bro. Not gonna lie. Like,
I was like, what the hell? And then
Like
right, he went to
crazy.
eat the fried rice. He only gave 9 out of 10. Ridiculous.
ate
Should
the
be
Ramly
11
burger,
out of
he
10
gave
or
9.5 out of 10. Bro, I mean, has he come to Singapore before?
It's on world tour, right? So
No, Asia tour.
Hmm.
But sure, wait,
Actually,
has he
right-
come Singapore before? I think he'll be shocked at how clean it is, bro. Not gonna
Southeast
lie.
Asia.
nah, bro. Okay,
I
so
think he will get fined there. Like low key, he'll come and do some stupid shit and get
no
fined.
shit, he'll get. Okay, so let's not talk about it. Okay, so
He
to
is
be
so getting
honest,
the
right,
law.
he shouldn't come to Malaysia. Do you know why?
It's not. It's too balmy to go there.
Okay, do you know why he shouldn't come to Malaysia? Because right, to be frank, I asked my friends who is ISO Speed, my primary school classmate. I think only me, and then my two friends know about it.
Dio.
And then
But-
you know 80% of the crowd are all Ang Mohs and foreigners.
Oh, it's because Malaysians don't really watch YouTube a lot.
Yeah. No, they watch YouTube a lot, they watch Twitch a lot. But it's
days.
that they don't watch ISO Speed.
Oh, shit.
They watch other stuff.
Oh, I saw speed is called Darren.
Huh?
Darren Watkins Jr.
What?
Yeah, it's
Darren.
Yeah, she's a Muslim, right?
Darren Fu, bro. Darren Fu.
Okay.
Oh, he's
Kenji, you
coming
read
to
the third
Singapore by
point, and
20th
how you read the
September.
fourth point.
Oh.
Wait, he's coming
Uh,
where? 20 September.
Yeah, he's staying in Indonesia till 20th September, so he'll probably arrive after that, 21 or 22.
Oh, I'm gonna
Hey,
stream time
Kenji,
ass,
you
bro.
how?
Okay.
Yeah.
To get a reliable supply of labor, they
Labor Day.
Timu.
nurtured a large young and growing labor force that was supported by trade unions
Where's
What?
Mature?
that partnered
That's your dick size.
Timu.
Hey, I'm doing streaming.
What?
partnered with the government and company bosses to achieve higher productivity and stronger economic growth. How's gonna get banned?
Okay.
Aiden banned.
Kenji, you read the fourth one.
What?
Because I don't want in-house brother to say any
Not a
weird
suitable
stuff. I'm
location for
actually
their
doing
factory.
live streaming.
Uh,
Oh
with
my god.
facilities and space available for future expansion. The government set aside a sizable amount of land for the development of industrial estates equipped with adequate facilities for factories and space for their future expansion.
Okay, good job. So, they lead as labor, right? And then so large, young, growing labor force supported by trade unions and partner the government. So they want to achieve higher productivity and stronger economic growth. So sizable location, they wanted a facility and space available for future expansion. So there's a sizable amount of land set aside. and then equipped with adequate facilities or factories and space for future expansion. Okay, good. So this is benefited by what? By the employment of thousands of people, and then valuable technical training and work experience from local workforce, helping to build local expertise that will eventually fill more job vacancies previously filled by the foreigners. Nah, right now we're replacing you. So next one, they have greater access to modern technology to help Singapore competitive, competitive, competitive globally. And last one is that is it I should sit back talking?
I hear someone barking, but I was afraid. Angie, what are you watching?
And then in 1961, EDB is what?
GDP
one.
is cheaper than today's GDP.
No,
9% GDP.
And you quack.
sorry.
Bum.
What?
Where is the EDB? What is EDB? I'm finding it.
I'm not sure. Bum.
Ah. Oh, Economic Development Board.
Oh. Put the fries in the bag, little bro.
Transform almost 70 kilometers of land into. Okay, thank you.
Today I'm proud to address the forgotten segment
First industrial estate,
Generation Z
and then other plot.
next election.
So in 1968, the Jurong
Election after. It is for the
and the Jurong Town Corporation is set up to take over tasks of building and managing industrial estate, and then allow EDB to focus on attracting foreign investment. So it not only diversify the economy, and it also increase the manufacturing activity. So there's 1,050K jobs created. The GDP exceeded 10% per year. Like, so next one. Uh, so next one it will be the development of infrastructure. So it helps to attract MNC, and other foreign investors, and facilitate the growth of Singapore manufacturing industries. So the telecommunication is that Singapore Telephone Board installed new telephones at a rapid pace. So was doubled lah. The number of telephones doubled, which boosts connectivity among industries and household, and also for booking and finance. They expanded to meet the needs of MNCs, and then DBS established in 1968 to finance industrialization and development projects. And then also it created like those foreign banks in Singapore. No, it attracted it. This chapter is so long for no reason. Development Bank of Singapore. DBS stands for
To all Sigmas of Australia.
And for public utilities, is that PUB set up in 1963. PUB is what? Public Utility Board. Provide public utilities and facilities, industries, household, and the operating condition of industry and the people living condition. So next one is the Paya Lebar Airport expanded, and then the government decided to replace the Changi Airport, opened 1981. So, the Port of Singapore Authority formed in 1964 to manage port operation and also set up port facility in Jurong, Sembawang, Tanjong Pagar, and Pasir Panjang to cater the rest of cargo traffic. And for the land transport, the roads are constructed to connect industrial areas to housing estates. And the expressway system is being built to reduce time to travel around the island. However, everything is going well except for in 1973 there was the oil crisis. So the Middle East conflict caused a shortage in global oil supply, and the oil prices almost quadrupled in less than 3 months. So significant impact as Singapore imported oil for the economy to run smoothly. So there are several measures implemented, such as increase the work wages to cope with inflation. In 1976, it recovered and served as a reminder economy is vulnerable to external development beyond control. So the last part of the chapter, no. Okay. Uh, overwhelming. Okay, Kenji. Kenji.
What?
This is a study group, maybe you should teach, maybe
Each.
you teach, yeah,
Okay, so uh,
just yeah.
how did Singapore build a proper national identity in its citizens after the
You just tell me what to highlight, right?
of national identity in Singaporeans?
Hmm?
Yeah. I guess the first thing you can highlight is multicultural society. The main thing. Okay. Most Singaporean citizens did not see themselves as a citizen of Singapore, as many of them came from all around the country and were uh just staying in Singapore for a short while. So the government attempted to build a sense of national identity among all the citizens of Singapore, uh, to have an easier time to move forward and succeed after independence.
Okay. And then yeah, continue.
Okay. Then the government has tried to build a greater cohesion and a sense of belonging, basically like increasing the sense of unity in all Singaporeans, uh, with throughout all the races, as many of them tend to like only make friends with people who of the same ethnicity, language, or religion.
So it's basically due to the interaction between different groups lah. Okay. Good.
Okay. Then the education system inherited from the British rule was not conducive to foster cohesion among the young, as a majority of them were taught in schools where there were only students who spoke the same language or religion or in the same religion or ethnicity as them.
High school.
Mm. This limited opportunities for all the students to interact with those from different backgrounds or from different races. Uh, the concept of being a Singaporean citizen was introduced to citizens in Singapore over a period of time. In 1957, they offered all residents born in Singapore or Malaya, British citizens that lived in Singapore for 2 years, and residents who had lived in the colony for at least a decade to renounce allegiance to any foreign state, share a common identity, and common rights and responsibilities. In 1963, Singaporean citizens automatically recognized as citizens of the Federation of Malaya. And post 1965, Singaporean citizens are not allowed to keep Malaysia's citizenship. Citizens of each country were not allowed to freely cross the border without a passport from either countries. The National Registration Act of 1965 started on 5th May 1966. All Singaporeans older than 12 years and those with pre-existing identity cards from previous rulings had to re-register their cards, which means they received a pink identity card, or otherwise known as the IC, which served as a symbol of their identity as Singaporean citizens. And they receive rights and privileges only for them, such as voting, employment opportunities, and social services. Next, we are talking about the national symbol. In 1959, Dr. Toh Chin Chye coordinated efforts to create the state flag and state crest and adopt the national anthem. After independence, the state flag and national flag was adopted officially. The third thing is forging of national identity in schools. The national pledge was introduced in schools to foster a greater sense for belonging and rootedness in Singaporeans from young, and to also reflect ideas for building a united Singapore, which translated into the 4 official languages: English, Chinese, Malay, and Tamil. Yes. Okay. Flag raising. Okay, I'll wait for you first. But we're Indian. Okay. The flag raising and flag lowering ceremonies. Daily flag raising and daily flag lowering ceremonies were accompanied by the national anthem and pledge, which was introduced in August 1966 in schools. That's fine. So how did Singapore address its social challenges? Uh, they provided public housing to citizens. As last time, when citizens were still living in kampongs and shophouses, they faced many problems, such as the kampongs were really unhygienic and overcrowded. They lacked basic amenities such as water and electricity, and it was under British rule. The SIT, which was the what? What's the SIT again? Okay, the Singapore Improvement Trust made little progress in meeting the demand of low-cost housing. Basically, they built two little low-cost houses for Singaporeans, which meant there was a shortage. So they were only able to construct one new flat for every 150 families per year on average. It was really bad. So when Singapore set up HDB, they built flats as quickly as possible at affordable prices for citizens. As they built a lot of flats, at the end of 1962, they built more flats than the total of the Singapore Improvement Trust at 1965, with 54,000 flats constructed, enough to house more than 25% of the population. They also faced many problems, such as when a fire swept through the squatter settlement in Bukit Ho Swee on 25th May 1961, which my grandfather was living in last time. There were 4 casualties. Wait, what? No, there were 4 dead and 16,000 people homeless, which caused a lot of panic and anxiousness amongst all of them. Lee Kuan Yew announced plans to find new homes for victims within a year, and HDB took up the task and successfully built enough flats to let them all have accommodation within a year. The HDB flats also had access to amenities in their own homes, which allowed them to live in far greater comfort and security. The newly built Queenstown and Toa Payoh estates, which were further from the city, reduced overcrowding in central areas, such as Chinatown. Initially, those moved into HDB flats could only rent their homes, which meant they did not officially own them under their name. But Lee Kuan Yew wanted them to let them own a house, which is why the HDB ownership scheme was introduced in 1964 to allow families to buy HDB flats. As the cost of buying a home was way higher than renting, many families were still unable to afford to buy a HDB flat despite subsidization. So in 1968, the government introduced CPF accounts to help fund the purchase of HDB flats, which increased the popularity of the scheme and allowed many more families to afford the flats. This is why in the mid 1970s, more than 14,000 families in Singapore owned HDB flats. Singapore, as the economy improved from then on, many more families could afford to buy bigger homes, which is why they gradually introduced 4 to 5 room flats and upgraded the existing HDB flats and the newly built HDB flats with amenities such as markets, hawker centers, shops, clinics, and schools to provide to the needs of the Singaporean citizens living nearby. In the year 1967, Singapore housed more than half of the population, which is why the income rose as many people were able to focus on finding a job instead of worrying about housing and being homeless. They were thus able to afford larger houses, with many more families buying bigger flats than last time.
Yes, Sigma. Say what? Oh, my bum. Urgent challenge of educating and preparing its youth to enter the workforce. In 1965, 25% of the population, hey, don't go too fast lah, was still of schooling age. Literacy rate, mere 60% plus. Wait a minute, that's more than 50k babies annually. Ensuring that youth would have necessary values, skills, and knowledge to earn a decent living and help build the nation. So basically, firstly, government ensured sufficient resources for education for all students. In the 1950s, colonial government began building more schools, but insufficient to meet the needs of a rapidly growing population. There were 83 schools built, about one school a month. Thus, teacher recruitment efforts increased significantly. The number of teachers doubled to 19,000, operating double sessions and therefore being able to meet demands. A bilingual education policy was proposed in 1953 and implemented after Singapore attained full self-governance. English served as the common language to help break down language barriers and foster stronger social bonds, and vernacular languages to connect to their cultural roots. In the 60s, first integrated schools set up for students with different first languages. There were interracial mixing and unity among students and teachers. By the end of the 60s, second language was made a compulsory exam subject. At the end of 1970, further changes was made and hence led to a review of the education system. And from the Goh report in 79, recommended changes to education policies, emphasizing on the need to ensure that each child could learn at a pace suited to their own ability. Oh, aircon is so good.
You got aircon meh?
Yeah,
Why? Wait, why?
my brother on it, so I just went into the room. Oh, so nice. What's a goal report?
Bambi and Ray.
Mr. Goh made a report in 79.
Oh, Mr. Go made a report. Wow.
That oh
Yeah.
oh. Wow. Sigma.
Dumbasses.
Real.
Oh, got duty tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Cannot eat lunch, yeah.
Bam. Bam.
Oh.
Okay,
Ha,
okay.
ha, 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 ha.
How you laugh for what, huh? I make sure
Nothing.
all your photo appear tomorrow on the MAF vlog. You can see the Instagram and see yourself.
Hey, what?
How you make sure,
Angie,
You watch out, You watch out. Huh?
Angie,
What I make
do you
sure?
remember
Oh
to
shit.
take pictures
Hey,
of
no,
me?
don't take my
Doing my
don't take my unglams,
solo.
bro. Especially not unglams.
Then I have all of
Oh
them.
no. Oh no. Can you wear blackmail material? Uh-oh.
Lai,
Oh,
your turn.
Oh.
oh Yeri is starting. Yay.
Watch this bum go play Minecraft instead.
Walao eh, Angie.
Bro.
Ninja.
These are Minecraft addicted bums.
You will be addicted if you didn't have screen time, nigga.
Yeah, if I didn't have time, I'll be doing things. Okay, policy. Emphasis on math, science, and tech subjects, as they are necessary knowledge and skills to work in the industrial sector. What's MCN?
No, sorry, it's MNC.
Oh,
Multinational Corporation.
oh. I see. Example, in 1969, to take up technical subjects such as woodwork, technical drawing, D&T mentioned in home
No,
Oh,
D&T
TNT.
is design and technology.
and home econs. So sexist, bro. Why all males, half females?
Okay, guys. So right, basically this one. Wait, let me flip to the page first. Oh my god, I'm lost. Oh, it's here. Oh, where is it? I couldn't find it. Okay, so where is the one? Where? So only all the male are supposed to take all three subjects, and half of the female will take two of the subject. No, will only half of them will take three subjects. That three subjects. Yup, it is quite sexist.
Yes, Sigma.
How do you get eyes?
For what? Eyes of what?
Eyes in Minecraft.
Spider eye. Oh, eyes.
Ice. Water
Silk
water
touch.
freeze ice. How do you
Silk
get coral fans?
Silk touch.
Coral
Bruh.
fans.
The answer to everything is silk touch, honestly.
Yeah, legit.
Wait, but where do you find them?
Oh, you mean the biome? Corals
Yeah.
will be
I'll ask Henry go
Corals.
ocean and find, right? He got riptide. He should
warm
be easy
ocean.
for him.
Warm ocean.
Oh.
Or look. You can tell the temperature by the color of the water. As
We have
for ice,
continue.
our biome already have. Just take from there.
Oh my
Yeah.
days! You can get 7 stacks of gunpowder in 10 minutes with this farm.
That's not guaranteed though. There's also RNG luck to that.
Just build it on top of the ocean.
Oh, I see.
Wang.
What a bum.
Continue.
I so tired already. Good night. I'm just kidding.
Hello, I've been
Who
yapping
the
for
fuck
like
sleeps at
1.5
8:40, nigga?
hour already.
You took
And
a
then,
short break when we were explaining.
did a so good job on explaining the thing. So what's your excuse, eh?
I got badminton tomorrow.
Yeah, Sigma.
Yeah,
I also have
Sigma.
badminton tomorrow, Sigma. You don't have duty.
Wait, you have badminton tomorrow?
Playing
yeah.
tomorrow.
When?
Morning.
When?
Morning.
10 to 12.
10 to 12. Yeah.
Oh,
Single word or absent.
yeah, sure. Can join.
Are
Uh,
you sure? There might be
RC,
too many people. Why
Yeah.
give me ask CJ? CJ even playing. Can't even
Oh, yeah.
play. He's disabled now. You can beat him. Yay!
Oh, hell no.
Just smash on him, then he's gonna start limping.
Okay, how you continue?
Oh.
Oh my days, we need to get so many.
You how?
Yeah.
Mm.
Read ah. Okay.
Mm.
Oh my days, we need to get
Eh,
so much ice and
bro,
buttons.
you see the previous one. Train technical chairs and
Oh my days.
specialized schools to provide more
Okay, Yuhao, the farm I
service.
found is massive.
Oh, nice.
Oh my days, we need to get so
Oh,
much
okay.
materials.
And they were making Singapore more not sexist. This would
Oh man.
go to ensure, hey, that's kind of race as sexist. This is to ensure everyone will be able to contribute to Singapore's economic progress and foster unity and a sense of national identity.
Wait, Yuhao, is there silk touch inside the villager trading hall?
No, wait. Yes,
Touch.
Okay, good. I'll get it later.
of
Touch.
Singaporean children were provided free primary education. Called on families to send both sons and daughters to school. Yes, sir. Oh, I Hoshino type shit, bro. What's this?
Continue.
Hold up. Oh, one of the problems of public health. Overcrowded and unsanitary living conditions and poor general hygiene and health habits, plus a high infant mortality rate, which is 273 deaths per 10,000 births.
27.3 lah.
Yeah, make that the whole number lah. 273 per 10,000 births. Plus life-threatening infectious diseases widespread, e.g. cholera, which will affect development of Singapore. Government to take up responsibility to tackle problems. Living conditions. There were many squatter settlements near waterways flowing to reservoir and increased risk of pollutants contaminating water supply, leading to health hazard measures. People were rehoused. Air pollution. Increased industrial activity caused the air to get more polluted, which caused health problems. Measures. Clean Air Act in 71 to regulate emission of pollutants. Risk of flooding. Flooding frequent in certain areas will lead to diseases like cholera and dengue. Measures. Implemented flood control measure by widening drain and canals. Hawker. Large number of the 50K street hawkers lack knowledge of proper hygiene, food prep, and waste disposal practices, and plus 80% of them were unlicensed, which caused an increased risk of food poisoning. Hey, what?
Sorry, it's
going-
my sweet meat.
What's going on, bro? Is he
I
mad?
will. Yeah, she's always like that every day. I will.
I see.
He's a Sec 1 guy. I think he's addicted to Brawl Stars or something. Then he
No,
play and rage very loud.
He's addicted to Valorant and Mobile Legends and.
Oh, Velo.
Okay. And he's
Oh,
Indonesian.
It sounds like Yuhao.
What? No, I don't have Velo, bro.
She's an Indonesian confrontation.
Even if I'm addicted, I won't be addicted to CS2. Okay. All hawkers must be registered and must observe proper hygiene practices. They must be screened and vaccinated, and they will move to hawker centers that were more properly supplied. Public cleanliness. Used to be common that rubbish was dumped on the streets, leads to pests, leads to potential breeding ground for disease, and littering and spitting in public. The EPHA in 68 cleared any rubbish dumped on the premises, fined if caught littering or spitting, and waste collection improved by buying more shit.
Huh?
Yeah, they were buying
Oh.
more shit, bro.
Sorry, this is over here.
Sigma.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
Kenji go toilet.
okay, Sigma.
Conducting public health campaigns caused an increased awareness of important health practices.
Open TikTok.
e.g., public health
continue.
talks, poster pamphlets, cartoon films. Improved facilities ensured that those urgent will receive prompt treatment at government hotels. Outpatient facilities at GOV has moved to GOV clinics, e.g. Thomson Road Hospital and Top Sang. Improved health care for school children and tackled high occurrence of medical and dental issues. School Health Service introduced measures such as vaccination and regular health checkups, and dental clinics were set up in every school. Improving maternal and child health care to ensure that Drake's wife born in
Drake?
SB grew up. Yeah, Drake's kids, bro. Drake's wife. Baby.
No, I heard Drake.
Yeah, I said that. Drake's
Oh.
wife born
Oh.
in Singapore grew up strong and healthy. Parents were provided with info on the importance of being vaccinated against
Huh?
shit such like diphtheria.
Diphtheria. Like,
I think.
the infant. Yeah. Okay. Continue. Continue. Yeah.
A Sigma. Okay. By
continue.
the late 70s, quality of life improved, better paying jobs and better conditions. Now can afford basic necessities such as refrigerators, TVs, and cars. In 73, the average was 85 per 1,000 people had cars, compared to 67, which had 58 cars per 1,000. Now the niggers of SG were more rooted to SG. But the niggers of Singapore were more rooted to
So
the nation.
I have it a YouTube live stream.
What? I'm not watching it, bro.
Yeah, no one's watching, but I'm
It's a
watching.
higher standard of living and lesser reason to seek better prospects in other countries. Purchased homes, fostered greater sense of belonging, invested in purchasing, felt that had a stake in continued success. In conclusion, Singapore was a better position to face the future, the young nation said.
Hey.
Play.
Okay, so we have done the whole syllabus already.
Okay.
Okay, I will stop the streaming right now. Thank
Mm-hmm.